Hey everyone, welcome back. Or if you're new here, hello, I'm Al. I go by Dapper Chef on Poshmark and eBay. That's DAPPERCHEF on Poshmark and eBay. I'm a full-time foodie, part-time reseller. So I went thrifting to a Salvation Army and a Goodwill. A lot of my stuff was sale items. Average COGS was about $4.36. So let's get started. We'll go with some of the pieces I'm keeping / maybe selling. First was a 4-pack of these plates. There are $197 total. I got these because they're nice melamine. I like the print. And they are Anthropology, which if you know about Anthropology, some of their houseware stuff or home stuff is quite expensive. You figure for a plate like that might have been like $15. Comps, I don't know. So if comps say they're worth it otherwise, I'll keep them. But if comps are really good on them, I'll sell them. Oh, and I also got this Barbie Ken Stanley. I think a couple weeks ago at I think it is Salvation Army. I didn't do a haul because I only found like 2 items, and those 2 items I kept for myself. This he only had priced at $3.99. I think because it doesn't scream Stanley, so not bad. And then another item I'm keeping for myself just because I've never found them in my size. Nice pair of men's or women's. I guess they make unisex shoes. They're a little wider toes. This is a good bolo brand. I think if you watch Heather from Canary Closet, I think she's talked about this brand before too. It's Lems, Lems. So I naturally have a wider foot, so usually I have to do a 10 or like a 9.5. I know mostly 10s because they usually run a little bigger for me. But these seem to be true to size just because of the footbed. But Lems, Lems, so good bolo brand. These were $7.99. And I think last thing, or 2 more things I'm keeping for myself. $2.99. This came out on a new rack, and I felt some of the t-shirt bros eyes on me because I grabbed this first. But this I might just keep for Christmas. It's a nice little vintage Santa t-shirt. Merry Christmas. Vintage, I think. The reason I know it's vintage is because it's two things. It's on a Hanes heavyweight cotton tee made in USA. And it's branded Athletic Supporter Limited, Livonia, Michigan, 1980. So, bam, bam. And I think this means the single stitch too is vintage. I don't know that much about vintage stuff. I just know it was cool. And then the last thing I think for myself, is this, which is funny because I saw this last season in Disney World, and I was not going to spend I think $29 or $30, $35 for this T-shirt. It's just a little Valentine's Day T-shirt, and this was $5.99. So this one is kind of one of the newer, better Disney tags to look for. If it doesn't say Disney Parks, I'll still get this if it says Disney, because this is the only thing the only way you'll be able to get this is if you were to go to like the Disney store. So that's not a bad pickup. Next guy. Don't mind me, I've been taking off the tags as we go. This was $6.99, I think. All I saw was this palm tree, and I knew what it was because it's a vintage label for this brand. This nice pink sweatshirt. I liked how it had the 2 pockets in the front, and what's nice about these is they're split pockets. So when it's a split pocket, it means there's 2 separate pockets, not one big pocket together. Which you'd be surprised if you put that in your description. Sometimes some people search those out. But it's the white label Lily Pulitzer, which I think is like the late 80s or 90s tag. So Lily Pulitzer, size medium, 92% cotton, 8% lycra, made in Turkey. You know, preppy nautical, beachy, coastal, you name it, I could use it. Next guy. Sorry, I took some tags off a little earlier. $5.99. These I got for a couple things. A has like almost like a Swiss dot polka dot pattern. It has a nice little pink piping accents on it. They're nice wool, minimalist, career. Could almost say travel. Nice little pleated women's trousers. And these are a pair of St. John, size 8. $6.99. Heather, I always think of you when I find this brand now. I know it has been selling like it has not been selling like it used to be. But certain pieces, if they get if they sell out, or if a social media person talks about them, like a TikToker or TikToker or whatever they're called, picks them up or talks about them. But its brand is Quince, Quinc. This I think is a newer tag for them. So it's a woman's medium, just 100% linen, just a nice little blazer. So office, career, travel, resort, and has a nice little split in the back, or a slit, I forget what they call it. Next guy, just this color block sweatshirt or sweater dress. I'm probably gonna call it a sweater dress. It's got this nice metallic rib, contrast on the bottom, buttons on the side. Sadly, a lot of the buttons are a little chipped and cracked. Otherwise, I'd be sending this in to somewhere else. But the brand is a piece apart, size medium. Sorry if this bothers you guys, but this cutting the tags off as I go, it just saves me the time. This I got for a couple things. The material, I think it's I believe this is a linen blend. Nice little hibiscus, maybe? Are these hibiscus flowers? You think I would know, my mom loves her flowers. But it's a men's extra large by Faraday. Next guy, $3.99. I'll let you take a guess at what brand this is. You might be able to tell maybe just based on the styling of it. But here's the back. Nice little buttons with a little floral flower detail. A little crochet eyelet top. And all I saw was this. If you know the sizing and you know this bottom piece, you'll know it is Suzanne. So, Suzanne, size 34, which I forget what that equates to in their sizing. But this is a cotton YSL blend. I know it's not as popular as it used to be, but still. Next guy, $3.99. This I got based on a couple of things. The style. It's kind of like a drop shoulder, striped, cropped, boxy women's sweatshirt. And this brand I didn't know made women's. I mostly have sold the men's, this is a good men's brand. It might be a little hard to read the label because it's kind of like one of those Jenny Kane labels where it's white on white. But the brand is Arket, Arket. So this has a couple things going for it. Because of the style and the cut, but also the stripes. I think some people are saying it's Parisian stripes, French stripes, artist stripes, and coastal stripes, and something else. I remember listening to someone else's video talking about that. Next guy, $4.99. So this one I think is a newer label for Maeve, so Maeve for Anthropology. Just this nice peplum. Would you consider this a tank, or would you put it as just a blouse? But it's leopard print which is on trend still. Bows, which I think is still on trend. But, medium, bam, bam. And it is just 100% cotton. And extra small, we said. Next guy, this I think is a good bolo. I believe this is a diffusion line for a really high-end designer, John Paul Gaultier, but this is Fuzzy, Fuzzi. I've learned about this brand from Heather, but this is a kind of very Y2K, I would say. It's like polyamide knit made in Italy, size medium. Next, guys, these all came out together. Alright, so first piece, we'll do the small thing first. So if you know these cats, you'll know who this is. It's Laurel Birch. Not Tory Birch, but Laurel Birch. It's got the little cat. She makes a lot of the folk art cat. Little pouch or clutch, whatever you want to say. And then this guy, there's two different style totes. So both have the cats. They both have the little key fob charm, whatever you want to say. The nice little wood guys. So the bags, the big bags are $6.99. The small little thing, wristlet pouch, if you want to say, was $2.99. Next guy, these were $8.94, but I believe these were 75% off. So these are kids, maybe Adidas Yeezys Boosts. Sadly, the only thing that's missing is the size tag, but it looks, I could see the remnants of one, which is good. But as far as authenticating them, I'm not 100% sure. So here's the inside. Let me know if you're if anyone knows how to authenticate these without, without any tags. It just says like this. It's raised up, so it's textured, so maybe that could be a good sign. But inside, that's about it. That's all I see. But underneath, Adidas, just say Adidas Boost. So, let me know. I mean, for kids Adidas, maybe I'm looking, maybe if they are real, maybe like $25-$30. But for a pair of kids' shoes, that only cost me what? $2-3? And if they're not real, I'm sure buy, sell, trade, little Once Upon a Child would take them. So let me know what you guys think. Again, Adidas Boosts, kids. Next piece, $12.99, which I paid up for these, but I thought these were kind of a cool, very wide leg, baggy pair of pants. These, I believe, are women's. Yeah, they're women's because of pocket, but you never know until I do my digging. Brand is Frame, and they are called the Bubble, and they're $29. Yep. So I think these are women's. And I think these are newer style A because it's that baggy wide leg that all the people are wearing. Dare I say they're barrel too. And because I think what also makes me think they are a real style is because they just say Frame. I know the older pieces of Frame I have just say Frame denim. So there's those guys. Then this pair I'm debating about consigning or just trying to price them low just to move. So a pair kind of skinny, a little distressed ankle or distressed cuff, distressed pockets, and they're Goldie, AGOLDE, 26. These are the Tonys, TONI. So I have been really slowing down and picking these up. If I can get them for under $3, I'll buy them. If not, I just leave them now. I know, scandalous, right? Because last year, if you picked up a Goldie, regardless of their skinny jeans, they would sell like super quick. I'm sitting on quite a few pairs. I even have them marked down to like $10-$12. No luck. So I'm the last couple pairs I just took directly to Crossroads, and they paid me out way better than I was expecting on them. So if those don't move quick, those will go to Crossroads. Next guy, just a pair of black jeans, or Yeah, jeans. I'm gonna call these jeans. The nice little pocket with the lace front. Whatever you call it, the corset style lace. They are free people. We the free. Size 30, and they're the curvies. You know, they're you can tell they're newer style because Free People, Anthro, and Urban now will have the size tag directly inside the pant with the material tag. So size 30. What's kind of fun about these is they have a little floral kind of paisley and bandana print on the inside. So we'll go with I think this is one of the last pairs of jeans too. So these are on the same rack as the frames. So again, kind of like a baggy, wide leg barrel jean with the sailor pocket. And these are Reformation jeans, and they're a newer style for Reformation because they do have their style name in here now. So bam. These are the Alyssa Patch Pocket High Rise Wide Leg Jean. Size 30. I'm guessing they came from the same person. Next guy, $8.99. Again, this is probably a sale color too. But I got these for a couple reasons. A, they're linen blend. They're kind of like a wide leg. They could be kind of a transitional piece for season to season. They're nice eyelet, wide leg, almost like a palazzo or resort wear pant. The eyelet, and they're lined. And they're a bigger size. They're size 16. And they're by Anthropologie, size 16. And we know, they're a newer size, they're a newer style because it has the size tag in here. This might be a little easier to read, but yep. So if they're newer pieces, I believe within the past 2 or 3 years, they've been putting their size tags inside here. So not a bad pickup for those. Next guy, this I got more is based on a style piece. These were $3.99 at Goodwill. Nice champagne. I don't know, what color would you call this? It's like a light gold, kind of like a tan. I'm going to put these as like a champagne color. But they're kind of like a boot, almost like a flare leg. Cinch ankle, streetwear, dance, Y2K cargo pant, clubbing pant by Express, size 6. 100% polyester, made in Hong Kong. Like a blush champagne, blush gold. So, streetwear, dance, Y2K, clubbing, grunge, goth, almost. Some keywords I could use. Next guy, another pair of pants. These, I felt some eyes on me for these as well. There's just this one other vintage guy that was in the shop. So I really don't do vintage. Just as a FYI, I know some people always say vintage sells, but for me, I don't pick it up unless it's something cool or suits kind of the stuff I pick up normally. But these, I remember listening to someone talk about. There's a good bolo from this brand, and its comps looked really good. So these men's, kind of like a charcoal gray color. Yep, charcoal color. They're wool and cashmere blend. They're dead stock, meaning like they have the original store tags on them from Steinmart. They are let me see if I can find his name. They are Charles Orvis Signature Collection. And they're larger size 42. I'm saying comps look pretty good for these, upwards in the 70s to 80s. Not bad. And on the same rack that the pants were on was this sweater. This one I know the t-shirt bro was mad at me for this one. So it's this nice heavy cable knit sweater. So it's the green label, so vintage label. I think this is like the 90s Lauren Ralph Lauren. 100% cotton, made in Australia, so almost like Kuji knit. And it's red cable knit, and it has a nice little emblem hit. So that usually sells super quick for me. Next guy, this I would say is a good streetwear brand, bolo brand to look for. I have not sold it yet, but the style kind of caught my eye. They're a nice knit. They they're a little bit better quality than like a boohoo or boho man, but the brand is Honor the Gift. These are double XL. So sometimes you'll see their logo, a couple ways. They'll either have this as their logo, and then this. So Honor the Gift, which I think they're based on kind of like an Asian or Japanese culture style thought process thing. Next guy, $6.99. I got this for a couple things. When I first saw it, I thought it was kind of fun. I thought it was going to be like a Sheen or like a Princess Polly or, like that kind of a vibe because of the print. So it's gingham, Madras plaid, bananas, almost like a smock with the elastic cuffs and the peplum bottom. So turn around, come find it. It's Farm Rio, and not only is it Farm Rio, it's the good line, the main line Farm Rio. I know if you see the other tag, there's another tag that's Farm Rio that's sold just at Anthropology. This guy is like a linen and viscose blend, I think. Yeah, linen and viscose. This one, there's no size tag on here, but I'm saying this probably looks like an extra small. But cool, fun print. Next two pieces, same brand, just different tags. So I don't know if one is like a newer tag, or I know some people say certain tags are sold at different stores. Like how Alice and Olivia is. If you're familiar with Alice and Olivia, there's different color tags, which I did learn. I started doing some digging. The different color tags of Alice and Olivia means it was just a different style, like a different line, as far as like a formal, career, casual, and the different colors coordinated to the tiers as far as like where it was sold at. So I'm guessing, I don't know if that's how this brand is or it's just different. One tag is newer, or it's just different styles have different tags. But it's this one size fits most. Little teal t-shirt, tunic shirt top, I don't know, but it's Planet by Lauren G. This one I think is just 100% Pima cotton, if I remember correctly. Yep, 100% Pima cotton. One size fits most. So when it's something like this, what would you guys put as your brand? I mean, not your brand, it's the size. I usually just put large. So there's that piece, and then this one I'm listing as a tunic sweater, because this is more like a sweatshirt or sweater material. Again, so the other one was a screen printed one on. This one is a tacked on tag, so Planet Lauren G. This one is a modal and Pima cotton blend. This gives me very like Gwen Stefani. If you remember that video, you'll know which one I'm referring to. Next guy, I'm probably just going to consign because I don't want to do the work trying to not fix this, but the previous owner decided to put their own wristlet on this, and I can't get that little strap off. But this is Henry Bendel, which, to me, it used to be a really good brand, but I feel like his craze has died off now that he's not sold anymore. But I think I remember the style is called like the Millimer. Most people want it for the strap the wristlet strap that's supposed to come with this. So, maybe like a $30 sale. If not, I'll just consign it. My one clothes mentor I bring stuff to, they usually price this up really well. Same with a couple other bags, like Rebecca Minkoff's, and surprisingly, they price up Fossil, which apparently is having a big moment. Same with this brand, Polo Ralph Lauren, which I still have to do some digging on. I don't know why their popular is gaining more popularity again. I think someone says with their lookbook they recently did. But this is a men's. This was $8.99 or $7.99, I believe. Originally, I got this for myself. I just don't like the way it fits me. But it's just a Ralph Lauren polo spell out with the little pony hit on the bottom. Size medium. This next piece, I can't tell if it's supposed to be men's or women's, but I'm probably going to put this as a woman's. Just a very oversized, kind of like a waffle knit or thermal collar with the reverse fleece. I think that's a word, like reverse fleece, or it has like the little, meant to look pilled. It's got this nice little floral trim. So Express, athletic. It is, I think, from the 90s. It's a cotton blend. The reason I got it for a couple things, it's very like grandma core. The nice floral embroidery, the Express spell out. Last but not least, we got three more things and we're done. Quick Sky, $1.99. I got this for a couple things. This brand does sometimes does really good for me. If I can't sell it, I know my consignment stores will eat this up. But it's this nice little mini messenger, perfect for traveling. It has the RFID protection on it. So if you know this logo, this brand is usually sold at like some of those like nicer or like kitschy stores. You're looking probably the retail probably on this was probably like 50 or 60 bucks. Resale maybe like 20, 25. But the brand is Sherpani. But for $2, you can't go wrong. Then last two pieces. Do we want to do the bag? Do you want to do the bag or shoes first? I think we'll do the bag. And we'll end with the shoes. So if you know what this, you probably already know what brand this is just based on the tassels and the zipper pulls and the studs. Just Rebecca Minkoff. I got this for a couple of reasons. The colorway. It's kind of like a metallic purple. Perfect for New Year's almost. And it's just a slim design. I forgot the style name of these bags, but these usually sell relatively quick for me. And the last piece, these I got because for a couple things, they're nice ballet flat. And I've never sold a style like this in this colorway. Like an espadrille, gold shimmer. And if you know this blue striping, you'll know the blue halo. This is Rothy's, or these are Rothy's. So a previous person probably got new inserts in them because, oh no, they don't. They have their, so there's a couple ways to authenticate Rothy's. Obviously you want to look at the tag to see where it's made. Made in China is a good sign. But also the newer styles usually will have the sizing imprinted on the side of the insole. So women's 9. These I got, and I know my mom, I don't, not that you need to know, these are size 9, she's a size 9, and these ran surprisingly big on her. So I don't know, maybe the newer styles, that they're not like the knit loafers, run a little bit bigger. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. So, pretty good to decent haul I got today. I think if that is everything. Let me know what you guys' favorite pieces were. What would you not picked up? That is it. Bye.